Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming. My name is Robin Hughes. I'm the Sales Director for Secure Logic, and I'd like to deliver a presentation today called Why Should You Buy Servers from Your CCTV Supplier? Controversial. We have a particular focus on our HPS2 HE60 server, which has been nominated for the Benchmark Innovation Awards, and we're going to look at a little case study there. So, Secure Logic's vision was to create not just a new brand, but a new product group for CCTV. So historically, people have been able to buy best-of-breed cameras, the most suitable VMS for an application, but traditionally they put it on an IT-centric server that was never designed to process high-definition video. Our tagline is that we have the fastest performance, the biggest storage, the most resilience, and the best value in HD CCTV recording technology. And I want to run through why, really. So essentially, our machines are optimized to handle multiple streams of HD data. There is nothing more data intensive than video other than multiple streams of HD video. We have tweaked the machines and optimized them to work with all of the VMS solutions on the market. So we know how the software works. What separates us from the other server suppliers in the industry is we understand server technology, but we understand video too. Our entry-level servers start at 500 megabits per second, more than double the throughput of conventionally available servers. And at the top end, we have single servers that will process 4,000 megabits per second. That's equivalent to 15 Dell, HP, IBM compact machines. What that means realistically to you guys is we can increase the image quality by reducing compression. We can offer improved frame rates on the servers. We can have more cameras on the servers. And at the same time, we're reducing rack space and we're reducing power consumption, all things which are important to your customers and the end users. We have the biggest storage of any servers available on the market. We have off-the-shelf solutions with up to 192 terabytes storage on board. That's more than 8 times industry standards. Again, meaning that we can increase image quality and increase frame rates. But for those applications where you need more than 31 days recording, we can give you a longer archive. We can give you 6 months or a year on a single server. And we make custom solutions with up to 390 terabytes usable storage in a single 4U server. In order to compete with the 4-hour on-site warranties offered by the commercially available IT-centric servers, we thought, well, how are we going to improve on that? Well, your server in your CCTV system is the single most mission-critical part. You can afford to lose one camera, but you can't afford to lose one server. So the first thing we did is we built in 5 additional layers of resilience over commercially available IT-centric servers. Every Secure Logic product has dual redundant power supply as standard. Every Secure Logic product has the operating system on SSDs, normally in RAID 1, as standard. Every Secure Logic product has battery-backed RAID, protecting your archive in the event of a mission or a critical power failure. Your RAID will always shut down properly and it will protect your archive. If you've got 192 terabytes of archive, you don't want to lose it all. Every product 2U and above has a hot spare as well as a standard RAID, so we have one additional level of risk failure over everybody else. Every product we make is handmade, soak and load tested in the UK before we send it out. And most important to most of you guys is the best value. So above and beyond IT-centric servers, we can actually save you money and your customers money by buying a product that was actually designed for purpose. Pound per terabyte, we're the most cost-effective solution on the market. Reducing power consumption, we can offer massive power savings and therefore money savings over time. Reducing rack space. Because we have the mission-critical resilience built in, we have lower support. Resilience means reliability, which means less downtime and less engineering time. So looking at the specific product that we've been nominated for the award for, our HPS2 HE60 server. This unit has 750 megabits per second throughput. This is 3 times the throughput of an IT-centric server, but in just a 2U box. We have 60 terabytes usable storage after RAID 5 plus hot spare. In other words, 72 terabytes of storage in a single 2U unit. So you can see now that one of these units is equivalent to 3 Dell, HP, compact IBM machines, but in one box. It has all the resilience features we talked about earlier. So we have battery-backed RAID, RAID 5 plus hot spare, operating system on 2 solid-state disks in RAID 1, separating that away from your video archive, which offers additional resilience. Dual redundant power supply, and because of the throughput, 750 megabits per second in, 750 megabits per second out, we have a dual 10 gigabit LAN in case we go to those extreme limits. This unit is 2U and just 650 millimeters deep, so it will fit in an 800 millimeter rack. We're going to look at a little case study of this unit versus commercially available units. So in this case study, we take a site, 360 2 megapixel 1080p cameras, recording at 12 images per second for 30 days. You can see the chart at the bottom where I've done the maths. So we have an average bit rate of 3 megabits per second per camera, but of course, in calculating the throughput capabilities of the server, we've got to allow for the peak bit rate, which comes in at 11.6 megabits per second. So for 30 days recording at 12 images per second, this gives us a total raw storage amount of 349 terabytes and a total peak bit rate of 4,176 megabits per second. Now, with an IT-centric server normally capped around 256 megabits per second, what that means is to accomplish this 360 camera system, we would need 18 servers taking up 36 U of rack space and requiring 4,860 watts of power. With the secure Logiq solution, we can do this with just 6 servers. So we have 1/3 of the rack space. We have almost 1/5 of the power requirement. And I've broken down the maths here for you, assuming a standard electricity rate of 10p per unit. You can see with the IT-centric solution at the top, our 18 20 terabyte servers have a total power draw of 270 each, so total power draw of 4,860 watts. So just the electricity alone would cost £6,386 to run these. I haven't added in the cost of cooling them, but normally that's a one-for-one cost. So it would end up somewhere in the region of £12,500. With the secure Logiq solution, even with the cooling, we'd be somewhere in the region of £3,100. So a saving of almost £10,000 a year in electricity alone, and actually a cost saving on the total equipment cost as well. Just some other world resource thoughts here. Aluminium deposits are going to be exhausted in the world by 2139, so not quite in my lifetime, but nearly, hopefully. And steel is going to be exhausted by 2087. The average cost to make 1 kilogram of aluminium or steel is about 16 kilowatts per hour, but I haven't taken this into account. So you can see here, taking the disks out, because we have the same number of disks in our units and the IT-centric solution, the total amount of metal required for this solution, 360 cameras, for the IT-centric is 396 kilograms of processed steel and aluminium. With the secure Logiq solution, 132 kilograms of processed steel and aluminium. So we're actually saving quarter of a ton of processed metal by using our solution. So we're saving the environment. Other considerations. Many industry servers have gone the whole way around the world, sometimes twice, simply to undergo a rebadging process. So you might get a Dell server made in Poland, ships to America, ships from America to Canada, gets a badge on it, ships back to Poland for an installation. Well, if you look at the CO2 impact of transporting servers around the world, we take the total weight and the total bulk. You see, for air freight, the IT-centric solution would actually produce 237 tons of CO2. The secure Logiq solution shipping from Gatwick to LAX would be just 10 tons of CO2. On sea freight, again, you can see we're about 1/3 of the total CO2 impact. And again, on land freight, we're about 1/3 of total CO2 impact. So we really are saving the world. And saving money. It's all about saving money. So we compare the secure Logiq with the IT-centric solution. We use 1/3 of the power. We use 1/3 of the cooling. We need 1/3 of the maintenance, and we require 1/3 of the support. And I've put in here the MRSP cost of the two solutions. We're actually saving £50,000 MRSP price on the total equipment cost before we save 1/3 on ongoing costs year on year. So why should you buy servers from your CCTV supplier? It's simple. Your CCTV supplier can give you product that was designed and fit for purpose. It was designed to process multiple streams of HD video. That means we can get more cameras onto a single server. So we give you the fastest performance, more performance than you're going to get from a server that was designed for email, Excel spreadsheets, Word, etc. We give you the biggest storage. Traditional conventional servers don't need tons of storage, but HD surveillance needs loads and loads of storage in order to capture good quality images. We give you the resilience you need because it's the only server in your mission critical application, and we save you money. Thank you for your time.